What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Trophy Room Podcast. I'm your host, your boy Nick, back at it again here. Got my boys Rudy and Sam with me. I know it's been a while. I missed you guys, and I'm here. I'm here with my boys Rudy and Sam, ready to get to it, ready to talk NBA, NFL, MLB, WNBA, and more. What's going on with you guys? What's up?
Doing good, man. Also, it's gonna be on this channel. So are you
Yes,
doing? Are you gonna? Yeah,
I
it's
wanted
just
you to talk, I wanted you to talk about that. Rudy, go ahead.
okay. Yeah, I mean, so just this is gonna be on the Dive and Deep Show channel. Just kind of, I don't know if Sam heard or if whoever was listening on the last episode. Actually, we announced it a couple weeks ago, but
Yeah,
Nick's basically partnering with our channel to try to, get more traction to his show, and then also it just kind of benefits both parties, and I think it's good for, just networking purposes. So
yeah, man.
anybody out there who's been watching your show, they can find it here. And I think you said we're gonna post the clips on your channel, so that way you can grow yours too at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, my fault, Sam, to cut you off, but
No, you can't.
just to talk about that a little bit. Shout out to my boys at the Dive and Deep Show podcast. I've been on their show a couple of times. They're great hosts. I love being over there. Loved vibing with you guys. So we decided why not start a partnership. So all my episodes are gonna be with all my episodes are gonna be on their channel. We're basically like, I'm basically joining them, and we're all just like, just a partnership, and we all want to grow together, man. We all love sports. We all love the same things, and it's going to be great, man. So, Sam, introduce yourself a little bit.
I'm Sam. I mean, it's just glad to be here. I mean, me and Rudy have been talking about this, just getting on the show in general. But finally got able to work, so I'm finally glad to be here.
Hey, man. I appreciate you joining us, man, for real. All right. So, first thing we're going to talk about, we're in a little bit of a drought basketball-wise because, NBA finals are coming up starting on Thursday. It's going to be a great one. Dallas Mavericks, Boston Celtics. Rudy, I want to hear from you first. What are your thoughts going into this game, man? Into this series?
Just being like about the series, or just thoughts about the two teams and how, the fact that they're there. Like, there's a lot of
okay. So
you know me, I'm cooked. I mean,
Yeah.
you see number 13 up there. He never made it to a finals, So
I know,
he
man,
did, but not as the guy. So to me, that's like it's constantly in my mind, and I'm trying not to think about it and just trying to appreciate the two teams for what they are. But at the same time, I'm like, it's embedded in my brain. Like, I don't want this to happen for Dallas, but at the same time I do, because I love Kyrie and I want him to just hand it to Boston, because I feel like they deserve that after what happened with him and just his career, even in Brooklyn. I just feel like there's a lot of people that want to see him lose, but there's a lot of people that want to see him win. And that's one of the things that's big on my mind for this NBA finals.
Exactly. No, I feel you. Like, Kyrie's been through a roller coaster ever since leaving Cleveland, and just to see him back in the NBA finals is going to be a show, man.
Yeah.
And especially against his former team, bro. So, Sam, let me hear from you, bro. Who are you going for?
I mean, I'm right in the middle. I'm a big Luka fan, but I think I'm a bigger Jason Tatum fan, which is not a popular opinion these days. But I mean, Boston's been dominating the whole season for a reason, and I think it's just because they're the better team. I love Dallas. Texas, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's Boston.
No, trust me, man. I get that. Like, you talking about the number one team in the NBA, the best record. Like, I'm not gonna lie, they had a little easy way to the finals, but I'm not gonna say that.
You gotta be who's.
They also earned that too.
That's true. Did they?
I mean, you get the first seed, yeah. You get the best.
No. The first seed, yeah. I'm talking about, like, did they, like? You think they earned their way to the finals? Like,
I mean, the position-wise, yes. Obviously, they were facing some injured teams, but damn near every, like, even I'm very quick to say, like, oh, this team, they're asterisk, but almost every finals can have that. I think we talked about that before. Remember, you said that. You told me that. So it's true. I think it's your Boston hate, man. It's just, come on, man.
I think
you hate Jason Tatum.
2 games.
I don't hate Jason Tatum. I'm sorry to tell you, Sam, but I hate the Boston Celtics. Like I like
I'm a Boston fan, just Jason Tatum. That's it.
okay. So we're cool.
Yeah, cool.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I gotta respect Jason Tatum, what he's been doing since he came into this league. I understand, like, he was on a good team at a young age. He made his mark on this league, and he's only grown ever since. But just like Boston in general, like, I don't want to see them win, in my opinion. So I'm 100% rooting for Dallas, especially because they have former NBA slam dunk Miami Heat champion Derrick Jones Jr.
Oh my.
So, that's my guy. I got to root for Derrick Jones Jr. And just Luka's an offensive guru. Like, I don't no, guru is not the right word. He's an offensive engine. Like, Luka is just outrageous. And, like, he hasn't gotten an MVP yet. This year could have been his year. So I think it's only best to solidify his top place in the top players amongst everybody in the league with a championship ring. Like, and like I
I was
said,
thinking. You can go ahead, finish.
no, I was gonna say, like I said before, just to see Kyrie back in the finals, like, is good for him, especially everything he's been through. All the issues that he created with, not getting the vaccine and like people talking about him, all his time in Brooklyn, all that. I'm glad to see guys not worrying about off the court and just worrying about what's on the court. So I'm happy for Kyrie. I'm happy for the Dallas Mavs. Like, and I just don't want Boston to win. Like, that's it. Like, that's it.
There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I've been in that position. I was gonna say though, how much of like this finals has like the implications on the best player in the world conversation? I think that's obviously too soon, but people are gonna have it anyway, so we can kind of dabble in it. I think it's obviously Luka, Jokic, Giannis. I think Curry's kind of out of it now. But
You forgot Joel.
I don't think he did.
this guy
I
You
hasn't
don't
don't
been
think
think.
he's
past
up
I
there?
don't think.
yeah, I mean he hasn't been past the second round, so I mean
That's true. That's true.
that's one of the
Doug
I,
reasons
McDermott has
why
more conference points than him.
Doug
that's very true.
McDermott. Luke
I
Garza,
mean,
bro. Luke Garza has more points.
Luke Garza's a bucket, man. But no, I mean, I get what you're saying. I think when it comes to this NBA Finals, I think when you look at each player has something to prove. I think when you look at Luca, if Luca wins if Luca wins and obviously gets Finals MVP, I think Luca stamps himself as last year's best player in the league because he had a shot to win MVP. He should have been. He should no. And like Jokic won, yes. I thought Shea should have won, but like looking at what Luca's doing, Luca Luca's proving that he could have won MVP. He had a huge shot to win MVP. Kyrie's back. Kyrie gets his second ring. Shows that he can win without LeBron. He can win. He can still win as a number two. And I think when you look at the Boston Celtics, Jalen Brown is showing, like he's been showing all playoffs that he can be that number two guy and that sometimes be that number one. I think when you look at Jason Tatum, I think if Jason Tatum wins, he solidifies himself as a top three player in this league. And like people talk about like, oh, he did this, he did that, but like now you talking about he got to the NBA Finals when they played the Warriors. Oh, he's up there top five, didn't get over the hump. Then now this year he's still the number one guy. And then if they win the NBA Finals and he wins Finals MVP, like there's really not much you could say about that. Like he could be top three, top four guys in the league. Like you can't really argue that winning a ring at what 25, 26, like that's huge in this league. So I feel like everybody's got something to prove.
I agree with pretty much everything you're saying, and I'll let you go, Sam. I
Yeah.
just top three. I can't do top three, and it's not even like a hate thing, but it's like the three guys are still, like I said, Jokic, Luka. We can't. He's not gonna pass Giannis just off winning a title.
Is he?
I think could be an
I don't.
argument. There's an argument. It
I
That,
depends,
don't
it,
think
depends how
it,
so.
it's a,
dominant he
it's a
is.
discussion. The only reason I say it's a discussion because like you got to think, if Tatum wins, Tatum gets a ring. He already won two ECFs. He has one ECF MVP. He'll win the finals. Possibly get finals MVP. So like that's I mean, it's not matching Giannis because Giannis has two MVPs, two DPOYs. So like, but he's still up there. Giannis and Tatum both have like a couple first teams, all NBAs. They definitely have the all stars. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a
I guess
lot.
based off last year and then going into the playoffs, what they've done. And
Exactly.
you can always say that more of an MVP. Jason Tatum was more of an MVP than Giannis was, arguably.
Arguably. Yes, because every year that Giannis won MVP, a lot of people were saying he didn't deserve it.
Hey, I
So,
got a tweet that got deleted. I got ratioed the fuck out of. I wish I would have never deleted it because I would have showed you. It was hilarious. I think I said like this is when Giannis won MVP the first year. I said he cried his way to the MVP, and I listed like 20 players because I said I'll list 20 players that are better than him. And after I hit like 10 names, I was struggling. I think I put Draymond Green, healthy DeMarcus Cousins. It was bad, bro. It was bad.
Oh my god.
oh my God. That's crazy. So, Sam, did you want to say anything about?
I mean, if Jason Tatum does not win the Finals MVP, there's going to be conversation about Jaylen Brown really being the number one,
It's
him
very
possibly
true.
going somewhere else to be the number one. For Jason Tatum's sake, I hope he wins and just gets the Finals MVP and just end of discussion. On to the next young guy.
I feel that. No, I mean, I don't. The only thing I don't see happening is Jaylen Brown leaving. I don't think he's gonna leave. I think if they win, he's definitely not gonna go anywhere because I think when you look at JB, if JB gets Finals MVP, he'll look at Jason Tatum like, bro, I'm not below you. I'm with you. Like they'll look at each other as a 1A, 1B kind of thing. So they'll be like, yeah, let's ride it out. Because everybody always talks about you got to separate them. JB's got to leave for Jason Tatum. That no. As long as they've been winning like they do, and then this year, if they win the whole thing, they're really not gonna leave. They're not gonna
No.
separate.
With the media and their narratives, and I don't want to say the big one because obviously I hope to one day be a part of that, but they create a lot of this tension within teams. And if let's say Jaylen Brown wins Finals MVP, like that's gonna create. They're gonna just run with that the entire next season. Anytime Jason Tatum has bad games, and every player has bad games, so I could see if Brown wins the Finals MVP, there being some tension. And I could see if Tatum doesn't play well and Brown plays better and they lose, it might be even worse.
Yeah.
So
Oh
I
my
do think
god.
that Sam is cooking something like it's important for Tatum to win MVP. Like I know that this team just wants to win a title and get that monkey off their back, but it is important for Tatum to go out there and prove that he is the best player, especially when you're going up against a guy in Luca where there's been conversations about who's the better player, Tatum or Luca. That's been a debate this year,
I don't think
last
that's
year.
a conversation.
I don't think so either, but he could make it a conversation if they win and he's out
Yeah,
there
yeah.
doing his thing.
Yeah. Like I said before, he could put himself in that like top 5, top 3 conversation of players in the league.
I think that we could really stop like separating these guys is money, pretty much, because Jaylen Brown got a whole bunch of money, and Jason Tatum's going to get paid a ton of
Yeah.
money, especially if he wins Finals MVP.
Yeah, and they
And then you got
just
to pay everybody
extended
else.
Drew Holiday. They're like Derek
They have
White
to
got to
pay
get
Derek
paid
White.
soon.
Derek
Yeah.
White's probably go back to San Antonio. Go with
Yeah.
Winston.
That's what you want?
That's what I want, man.
Wait, why are you want to
He's
get
a
rid of
Spurs
Derek White?
fan.
I'm a Spurs fan, man.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That makes sense. All right. So, just to move off a little bit of the NBA finals, I do want to talk about something that I've seen people talking about. The Olympics is coming up. We all know that Team USA roster that's going on, like literally, like the Dream Team 2.0. Like I don't see them losing any game. Like I don't see them winning a game by 40 or less. So I want you guys' opinion. The biggest question I'll be seeing on Twitter is who do you guys think is gonna start? Who do you think is gonna be their starting 5?
I need to be slightly refreshed on the team, and I think it would be Dream Team 3.0, right? Wasn't there a Dream
Three.
Team, Redeem
It
Team?
might be no because they had the redeemed. Oh, they had the redeemed team. Yes.
Yeah, Dream
That
redeemed.
that team clears this team. I don't even remember who's on this team.
Yeah,
Is
because
that you're talking about like
D Wade was on
Prime,
that team.
Braun? It was Prime, yeah, Wade, Braun, Kobe.
Kobe.
I think Bosch was on that
They
team. I
had
don't know why
Young
Carlos
Chris
Boozer was on
Paul.
that team.
They had a young. No, Carlos Boozer wasn't on that team.
I promise he was on that team, bro. They could have put somebody else on there.
They
They
had
could have had T Mac on there, but they brought Carlos Boozer. I don't know why they did that.
T Mac. Man, I'm trying to find the roster. I just had it.
I know Joel Embiid's on the USA
Yes,
roster.
they have Joel. I could list people off the top of my head. I think it's how many people?
Bron, KD, Kawhi,
Steph.
Jalen Brunson. I think no, Jalen Brunson got left off.
Jalen Brunson not on that team, unfortunately.
They got Tyrese Halliburton on there.
Which I think is BS.
I think Devin Booker's on the team.
Yeah, Devin Booker and Anthony Edwards. Carlos
Anthony
Boozer
Edwards.
was on the redeem team.
He was. I told you,
He was.
bro. Averaged 5 minutes a game.
Disgusting.
Also, Michael Redd also.
Michael Redd is great.
Good for him. Good for him. He deserved that. He deserved that.
I have the
You
roster.
need shooting, put him out here.
I have the roster right here. Okay. So from top to bottom, you have Bam Adebayo, you have Devin Booker, you have Steph Curry, Anthony Davis, you have Kevin Durant, Anthony Edwards, Joel Embiid, Tyrese Halliburton, Drew Holiday, LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard, Jason Tatum.
The only issue for me is Brunson not being on there.
I think Brunson should be over Halliburton.
Yeah, definitely.
I think Halliburton is.
Up.
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
I think both of them might be banged up since the playoffs, and hopefully they'll be good enough. And even Joel.
Oh yeah, Brunson wouldn't even be able to play.
Yeah, with his hand. I think the only two odd men out, I think, is Tyrese and Drew. But I understand why they put Drew because you want a guy to just play defense. But I mean, I don't know.
My issue is not included. Like if they went the route, I understand you can't have all of these older players, but a few more of them could have been included. We understand why Kyrie isn't included, but a guy like him, because he was on that 2012 or 2014. I don't remember if it was the Olympics or if it was. What are the differences? It's the Olympics and it's FIBA.
Yeah,
Olympic. He was on FIBA. I think.
Yeah, FIBA. FIBA is different than the Olympics.
Yeah, I don't. But I remember Kyrie. I think Derrick Rose was, and James Harden.
Oh,
Steph Curry
that
was
team. Yes.
That was one of
my
my favorite
teams. Paul
teams.
George, but the leg stuff.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Because I was watching that live when it happened. It was crazy.
They had Kenneth Faried on that team. That team. I know what team we're talking about. That Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, DeMarcus Cousins, all them. Yeah.
It was a loaded team.
It was. That team was.
Sounds like the old Warriors team.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Literally. So with that roster, who do you guys want to see in the starting five?
Curry for sure. Lock point guard.
Obviously. Yeah.
Curry, Bron, Joel Embiid probably starts.
You put AD at the 4 or KD at the 4?
I think you have AD come off the bench.
That's gotta have some defense in the lineup.
That's crazy.
I think you have AD come off the bench because when you look at AD and Joel, that paint is clogged. So I think if you run a 4 out, if you run a 4 out 1 in, that's fine. Just let Joel cook inside, and then Joel's not that bad of a passer. So like you have guys in the perimeter, guys can drive kick, like it's not that bad.
Where does Bam fit though?
You said where does Bam fit?
Yeah, I don't see him playing that much. If Embiid's actually playing,
I'm not gonna lie. Me being a Miami fan, I don't think he plays a lot either. I think he's just there just in case Joel or AD gets hurt.
Which is
which could happen.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want it to happen.
Get hurt before the second round or something.
Yeah, I don't wish injuries upon nobody, but like it's possible.
I think the best option might be to start Anthony Davis because I don't see Kevin Durant not starting. I don't see Bron not starting. And then you want to have a young guy, so you probably put Ant and then with Steph Curry. I think that's the perfect starting lineup.
So you said
it's not crazy to start Ant over Devin Booker. It's not crazy.
Oh, sorry. I forgot about Devin Booker.
No. It's not crazy. It's not crazy to start Anthony Edwards over Devin Booker. I start.
You need defense.
Yes, I start Anthony Davis over Devin Booker.
So you're gonna, but I was saying start Anthony Davis at the 5, so play KD at the 4, Bron at the 3, and then I don't care Booker or Edwards alongside Curry.
Mm-hmm.
But you were saying you want to see Booker and AD. You
talking to me? Or you're talking to Sam?
No, I was talking to you because you're the one that said Booker. You said AD over Booker.
No. I don't. I would rather. Like I said, I'd rather have AD come off the bench.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying I'd rather have Edwards over Devin Booker.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
Yes. The only thing that takes away from that, if you put Ant-Man over D Book, is you take away the shooting aspect.
Yeah,
You
But
already
Steph
got
Curry
it with
though.
Steph. Yeah, you
yeah,
got it with Steph.
exactly. But like you add to it with D Book and stuff like that. So I think the starting five I put on Twitter that people were trying to flame me for was I put Steph and Edwards, KD, Bron, and Joel. Because you could literally run a 4 out, and then like you can even pull Joel out the paint, and he could shoot the three, and you have all that room for Ant-Man to drive to the rack, or even KD to do some post work, Bron to take to the rim. You leave Curry all that wide open on the perimeter. Like you can go a bunch of different ways.
I actually like that one because think about it. Then you have AD, Tatum, and Booker coming off the bench.
Exactly. You have AD, Tatum, Book, Kawhi.
We're not gonna start Tatum, no.
No, sorry,
Nah,
bud.
I think he comes off the bench.
I
Yeah.
think he comes off the bench because they're just coming out of the finals.
That's true.
Him and Drew. Like he'll probably start later on, but I don't know. I'd rather have Tatum come off the bench because he's not gonna start over KD. He's not gonna start over Brian.
Yeah, he's not. No,
Yeah.
I'm not
No,
gonna.
no,
I
no,
won't,
no.
I won't go. I won't go
I'm
there.
trying to be respectful. I'm trying to be respectful.
Yeah, it's difficult because there's just so much star power on the team. It
Yeah,
doesn't matter who starts,
yeah. If you want me to
other
be
than like,
no, go ahead, Rudy. I'm sorry.
You think it'd be
oh, I
too
was just
much
saying,
star power? No.
no, I don't think so. I think as
You
long
think
as
it'd be,
Bron and Curry start, it doesn't matter. KD doesn't
yeah.
have to start, but he probably will.
Do we trust Steve Kerr coaching though?
No, absolutely not.
And no more pop. No more pop there.
It should be
Uh,
Spo. It should be Spo. That's not even me being biased.
No, it should be yes. I
Yeah,
do agree with
because
that.
the past like 2-3 years, Kerr has had a question mark on him coaching the Warriors. I don't know what he's doing over there. I think if anybody should be coaching that team, it should be Spo. It should be Spo.
That's a fair
But,
point. I mean, they've
but
also had organizational issues too with the rosters. He doesn't like playing young guys sometimes, but I mean,
sure.
they've had injuries. They've had
Yeah,
Draymond out here swinging on people every other game. So
yeah, which is crazy.
So Anthony Edwards is the youngest guy, so he's gonna get no playing time at all.
Which I think should not happen. Anthony Edwards should be starting. But
yeah,
I could see them starting D Book over Ant-Man. It will suck, but I could see it. I could see it happening. I
Oh,
think those
because
are
he has
the
the gold
only
medal.
those are the only two I could see like changing changing.
But when you go against France, do you go Embiid and AD against Rudy and Wemby?
No. No.
I mean,
I don't think
who's
so.
gonna chase Wemby out there?
who
I
else is
think
on the France team?
Nick
Victor
Batum.
so you have Victor Batum is French
He's gonna play.
probably.
He's starting.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, GG's man. That game's over.
Yeah, I know. You have Evan Fournier who likes to ball out when he puts on a French uniform.
Yeah, some of those guys play better for their team, for their country.
Bro, like, yeah. I think when you play France, I think you have Joel come off the bench and you start AD and Bam. Because AD and Bam are better defenders than Joel.
That's what I had as my original starting five.
Yeah, so you can have
Embiid off the
AD
bench.
guard Rudy in the paint, and you can have Bam guard Wemby on the perimeter.
I mean, in reality, you can have anybody out there guarding Rudy. So
It should be Joel Embiid though.
No,
This man gave 70 to Wemby.
okay, we're talking about defense. You're not gonna act like
You don't care about defense if he's dropping 70.
yeah, but
on.
we're not gonna talk about how Victor Wembanyama put like 36, 10, 5 blocks and like 4 assists on Joel's head. I
When did he
understand.
do that?
The same game.
Oh, the same. I didn't.
and also
The
most of the
same
points were
game.
on Zach Collins.
I understand Joel gave him 70, but it's not like Victor wasn't cooking him too.
I ain't gonna lie. I
Like,
didn't watch the game. I just know the
Sam, I
Zach
know you
stat
Collins
line.
watched that game, bro.
Zach Collins was getting buckets on him, so it was mostly Zach Collins and Wemby in that defense.
Like, you're getting cooked by Zach Collins. It's crazy to me.
I'm gonna have to look at the box score.
Yeah, but I don't know. That's just my thing. I think when you play France, you have Joel sit, and then you put Bam and AD because they're both better. They're
You
both
put
better defenders.
Curry on Rudy.
That's disgusting.
He's
That's a
just
little
gonna
much.
he's just gonna pass it out.
Listen, you're talking to a Rudy Gobert hater. Like I genuinely hate that man. Rudy was texting me about him, and he got ratioed on Twitter.
How did I get ratioed?
Bro, you didn't see that tweet that you added
What?
me? Oh my
Which
god!
one?
Wait, I have to pull it up. Oh my god, that John was funny.
Wemby
So
had 33 that night.
33 what?
Some light.
33 points on 19 shots, 10 and 19, pretty good. Well, he only played 28 minutes too.
He's probably
Embiid played 37 minutes to get 70 points
70
on 41
points.
shots.
70 points is crazy. 70 points is nuts.
But what tweet are you talking? When was this?
Okay, look. So Complex Sports tweeted. They talked about how Luka hit that game winner on Rudy Gobert.
Oh, that.
And now you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but he stuck with him.
No, he didn't.
And Rudy's defense.
Luka cooked him on a
There was
frying
nothing
pan.
Rudy Gobert anybody was gonna do to stop.
Yeah, like what? All right, Nick, please name me any player in NBA history that's stopping that or doing a better job.
Bam Adebayo.
Oh, stop, bro. He's not.
Jaden McDaniels. Like I'm not.
Okay, but okay. Big men.
Wait. I'm not saying stopping him because that's Luka. I'm talking about knowing the mindset that you cannot. You're up 2. Do not let that man shoot a 3 ball. You have to force him off the line.
He's in no man's land. The thing is, he's just trying to force a bad play. Like you don't want to go to overtime in a situation, and you also don't want to lose. So
no,
Luka stepping back, I understand that's his shot, but if I'm Rudy Gobert, I'm kind of living with that. Like there's not much else I can do in that situation. Jaden McDaniels did not come off the switch properly, so hey, I'm stuck.
And he
held his own, bro. If he misses the shot, everyone's talking about him locking him up. Like, oh, that was great defense because he pretty much stuck with him. He pretty much stuck with him.
No, he didn't.
Come on, man.
He cooked him like an egg on a frying pan, dude. It was so bad. That's why I said
fall down. He didn't like
no. That's why I said you got ratio because everybody said in the NBA that's an open shot, bro. I'm telling you, he got cooked. That man was on an island.
Didn't he spin up?
No, he didn't spin.
No, he didn't spin.
He just did like 2 between the legs or behind the back, and then he took a step back. Like that was nuts.
Are you living with the prime James Harden step back?
Honestly, yes. I mean,
you're sick. You're lying.
It's not.
You're lying.
It's not a good shot to end the game. I'd rather Harden drive past.
But we're talking about Luka.
It's the same shot. It's the same player. Like Rudy Gobert did it like the best job he could possibly do,
and that job was shitty. It should have been Jaden McDaniels.
If he did step back in the logo, yeah, I live with that shot. But it was like right there on the line.
That's what I said. It's a Luka shot. Like he's gonna make that shot. But I'm just saying, if he misses it, then I feel like the conversation is a little bit different. But he made it.
If he misses that, I'm blaming Luka for missing that shot.
That's all it is.
So that tells me right. Okay, never mind. So you think that's the best shot in the situation?
You said that's the best shot at the situation?
No, it sounds like what you just said is making it sound like you think that's the best shot for the situation. So I can't debate you.
Yeah,
you said if he misses it, it's Luka's fault. But it's a tough shot to hit.
No, it is a tough shot to hit. But what I'm trying to say is that that's Luka's shot. That's like Luka's patent shot. Like Luka does that. And like if you're the Dallas Mavericks, you have one of the best, if not the best, offensive guys in the league. You give it to Luka and you tell everybody else to move. If that's what he want to do, you live with that. And look what happened. They lived with it. He made it. And they won the game. And now they're in the NBA Finals. If you're the Timberwolves and if you're Jaden fucking McDaniels, that is a high screen and roll at half court. You pull Rudy Gobert by the fucking jersey and you tell him to move and you guard Luka. Force him into a 2 And do not let him shoot that three. He shot the three. He made him dance a little bit. Got the whole. And Luka's shot is slow. So Luka literally went like this and then shot the ball. Like you gave him all that time because you know Rudy's not a good perimeter defender. Like I said, if I'm Jaden McDaniels, I'm pulling Rudy Gobert off of him. I'm forcing him into a two. I don't even care if you foul him in the two. You go to overtime, that's fine. You don't let them win the game. Because all their games were close. That game, Ant-Man was cooking. Cat started to go at the end of the game. That was the game that Jaden McDaniels was playing good. Like, you can't let them win. That's it. That's not just Rudy's fault. It's everybody's fault.
Okay, so I just want to hear you say that then.
Yeah,
because it's a coaching thing too. Like you could have a solid argument. You could have a solid argument if you're saying the Heat would have guarded that better. Maybe they would have.
Yes.
That's a more discipline, right? But I just think there's no player that's really stopping that. And like you said, Gobert they were trying to switch correctly. It just got mixed up.
Yeah. I'm not saying that he'll stop it, but he'll make the better decision by forcing him into a two and not a three.
I mean, if they fully try to switch it, Luka's having all that room, and then he's just going to get more of a wide open shot. So I think that Rudy staying there was the best thing.
Yeah, but I think when you're Jaden, like if you look at the play, like Jaden McDaniels is playing drop coverage at the 3-point line. So like when Luka comes around and they switch, Jaden McDaniels has enough time to pull Rudy back so that way Rudy knows to go to the paint, and then you go up there and you suffocate Luka. Don't foul him, but you suffocate him to make him want to step back, think about what he's doing, and by that time, there's 10 seconds left on the clock. Like Luka made that shot with like 13 or 14 seconds left. Like you gotta do something to make it harder. Don't call for a high screen and don't let them get a high screen and roll. Give Luka 20 seconds on the shot clock to dance around fucking Rudy Gobert, who can't guard nobody on the perimeter, so he can shoot the shot to win the game. Like
he did a pretty. I feel like we're just bagging on Rudy
Do
Gobert. Like
a good job.
He did for good as for Rudy Gobert standards. He did,
which is terrible.
He was pretty damn good in the previous in the first round versus Kevin Durant, Devin Booker. He would get switched out there, and he was doing the same thing. Like he was doing a good job guarding on the perimeter. I just want him to guard
anybody.
I will give you Kevin Durant, but I'm not talking about Devin Booker. I'm talking about Luka Doncic. We're talking about a guy who just came off of 36, 9, and 9.
I will say for that one play, I was impressed because you could kind of tell from the moment they inbounded the ball, Luka was going for three, and I'm like,
absolutely,
you want to go for? I mean,
everybody in the stadium knew that. I knew it. We're all the way over here.
That three was going in whether doesn't matter who was in front of him. So
Bro.
Rudy just had to be the victim.
I knew Luka was shooting the three. I just knew it. As soon as he's walking up with the ball, gets a high screen and roll, I'm like, Luka's going to shoot the three. Luka's going for the game.
I prayed like 2 or 3 times before, within that 10 seconds, that he was going to miss that shot. But
bro, I'm at my job, and I'm watching the game on my phone. I'm already clocked out, but I don't want to miss a second. Me and my boy Sam, he's a nurse. I'm screaming at the phone. I'm like, Jaden McDaniels, step. Do not let him. And as soon as Luka gets that switch, Jaden McDaniels drops, I drop my phone. I'm like, game's over. Game's over. Luka's going to hit a three, and the game wraps.
Yeah, when he let it go, I was like, that's good.
And you know what's crazy? You said that. I'm pretty sure everybody knew Luka was going to shoot that three. Bro, it was a timeout. And I saw Jamal Crawford on live TV talking about he narrated the whole thing play by play, and that's what the fuck they did. He said Luka is going to come down, get a high screen and roll, dance with him, shoot the three ball, and hop on one leg. And that's what the fuck he did. Like, that's terrible. If they knew, I knew, we knew, Rudy's got to know that. Jaden McDaniels has to know that. Like, bruh. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like Rudy did a shit job, but everybody did a shit job.
It's one of the more impressive game winners I've seen in the playoffs.
It was dirty. It was dirty.
The game felt so long ago, but it was like
it was literally last week.
Yeah.
Last week.
I had something pop in my head real quick. we
Go
can
ahead.
do like was Luka's game winner against the Timberwolves like where does it rank among some other like game winners?
Like are we talking game winners or are we talking about top plays?
I would say game winners, buzzer beaters.
In the
So
playoffs,
so I can name some off the top of my head, and y'all could just say
I
unless
think
you or if you want to do it because you're the host. If you have some off the top of your head,
no. I think the only one. So like there are some great ones out there. I think the only one that comes to my head right now is Kyrie's sidestep game winner in Game 7 of the NBA Finals.
That's the final, so that's clearing. That's the
Yeah,
clearing.
I think when you think about the other ones, I think that's really that. Oh, excuse me, that and Ray Allen shot is really like the only two.
Those are final shots
I
though.
hate
Those
that
it's not
shot,
even
man.
close. He
But that's
hates
what
that
I'm
shot.
saying. Like those are the only things that like that.
The
I'm
Kawhi
thinking like
versus the
second round,
76ers.
first round. Yeah, which one's a better shot?
Yeah, that was nuts too.
That was
was-
lucky.
That was a prayer. Like, my God, against the Sixers. Yeah, because if he didn't make that shot, Sixers were going to the ECF and possibly going to the finals.
Yeah.
Yeah, with
that's
that team, yeah.
That Sixers
Jimmy
team was
Butler.
dirty.
Is Luka's game winner better than LeBron's versus Chicago in 2015? After they had just lost on a buzzer beater to Derrick
Ooh.
Rose. He had no time, dude. It was catch and shoot.
That's true.
I think because of coming off a loss, I think it's not better than that one.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. And I don't even think that. I think they're. No, I don't think so.
What about the Derek Fisher versus the Spurs, though?
I was gonna say that. I was gonna say the Derrick Rose game winner, the game before. I think Lucas is better than that.
Is Luka's shot better than Damian Lillard's
No.
walk off against
No.
OKC?
No.
No. What about the one versus Houston?
No.
Yeah, both of those might be better.
I think both of those might be better because, like, you know me, I'm a Dame guy. Like the first one against OKC, like off the dribble, Paul George in your face from 40, like that's nuts. And then you want to talk about LeBron catch and shoot. Damian Lillard didn't catch and shoot from farther, and he was a youngin. Like,
yeah.
And they did both of Damian Lillard's shots were to close out the series. Like that's got to take a big factor in that too. Luka's game winner was to put them up 3-0. I understand it's a game changing, like it's a game that could change the series, but
I mean that ended the series too in a sense.
Yeah, not really because they won one.
Yeah, they went 2
I'm
more.
saying, but we knew 3-0. No one's ever come back, so that's what I mean.
Yeah,
like
but
it was over.
I think if they would have won 4-0, then it would have been a little bit better than winning 4-1. Like the shot would have meant better. They would have meant a little bit more.
I hear you.
I'm sorry, Sam. I'm talking a lot. Go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good. I mean, I don't think. Yeah, I think it's not better than the. I think it's better than the Derrick Rose one, not than the LeBron one. But I can't really think of any other ones off the top of my head that aren't too old. Because
you had me at Dame. Those two were disgusting.
Yeah, I know. You ever see those greatest moments in sports history, like either on TikTok or YouTube? Like it says, like, why do men love sports? And it's like all these game winners and walk-off home runs. And I always, once I see the Damian Lillard run off, I turn it off. I can't watch it, bro.
That time with that Ray Allen shot, I know the call play by play that
oh
play
my
is
God,
banned in my house. So it's banned in my house. I don't want to hear it at all.
So when I tell you. Because I don't know if you know, Sam, I'm a diehard Miami Heat fan.
I think I got that.
So I know you got that. But like when I was in, I think I was, what was that? 2013?
That was 13, yeah.
So that was a year I graduated high school. Like I'm about to go off to college. Like I just graduated high school. I'm about to go off to college, scholarship, everything. And like I'm sitting in my house, hanging out with my boys right before we're all about to leave. And then he just hits that, and I'm the only Heat fan in the house, and I'm fucking screaming. I'm throwing shit. I'm going crazy.
My favorite part of that shot is Norris Cole jumping on the bench before it even went in.
Yes, because he knew. Yo, I stood up as soon as Bosch went, caught the rebound. I was like, no fucking way. No way. It went to Ray Allen. I was like, I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, yo, he fucking traveled. Oh man.
Did he?
No, I thought he did, but when you look at the replay, he didn't.
No, it was
Because after you
clean.
catch the ball, you can take 2 steps. That was just, oh man, that was great.
I love Ray Allen, so I didn't mind that shot. I think I was going for the Spurs that series, and then the next year they got the revenge.
Yeah, they won in. You guys won in what?
Spanked them.
5 or 6?
5.
5. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what happened that year. We just sucked.
And it sucked because that was game 6. It wasn't even to close out the series that Ray Allen shot. They still had one more game.
I know it was game 7.
It's still like demoralizing. Game 7 is just,
bro.
It was just Miami all the way.
Yeah, like I think it's because like I'm not even trying to be mean, but like when we hit that shot to go to game 7, we went to game 7 and I think we beat y'all by like 15. 20.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, like
It
once
felt
we
like
hit
that, y'all should have just got the trophy that game.
Yeah, like we went in there and we just like it was from beginning to end. We just dominated the whole time. I was like, holy shit. I was like, yo, we're about to go back to back.
Well, 2014 felt good though. 2014 felt.
Yeah, I was really mad because I really wanted a 3-peat. The fact that we
say straight domination.
Yeah, the fact that we went back to the NBA Finals, I was like, yo, like it's up, like we got this. And then we played y'all, and I was like, I don't know.
Had to turn off the AC in that last game.
Yeah, like Kawhi was guarding LeBron, and I'm like, who is this guy? I'm like, what the fuck? And it just, damn, it was great. Those were a fun couple years.
That was the same year as the Dame shot. I was so sick that year because I don't know if you remember this, Sam, but that year, 2014, the Rockets swept the Spurs like convincingly in the regular season.
Oh,
every time we played y'all, I guess it was. I feel like it was just James and Dwight that first year. They were pretty good that year. It was just a tough matchup for y'all. And I'm not gonna say we were gonna beat y'all, but I wanted to see us play the Spurs, and we would have, but Portland beat us, and they got smoked. They didn't.
Yeah, we got smoked in I think it was 5 games.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, Portland won 1. It was, oh man.
I don't mean to bring this up, Rudy, but one of my favorite moments in the playoffs was.
You're about to say the Manu Ginobili block?
Old Manu Ginobili.
Yeah, he was old as hell too.
Had Jonathan Simmons out there just, yeah.
James Harden notoriously gets blocked from behind a lot. I don't understand,
bro, because he's so worried about the man in front of him.
I guess, but there was this one regular season game in like 2018 or I think 2017. It was like prime Kawhi. He had hit a tough shot, or either one way or the other. He like blocked the shit out of James Harden off the backboard, and then came off on the other end and like yammed it on somebody.
Yes, I think I remember that play.
Yeah, Kawhi was just different, man. I wish he was healthy, bro. I wish he was healthy for his career.
This is so.
I was gonna ask Sam something. I don't remember what year it was, but it was definitely the playoffs. It was the Grizzlies. They still had Mike Conley, and it was the Spurs. One of the last years that they were still all together.
Mm-hmm.
And like Marc Gasol, Mike Conley, Kawhi, Tim Duncan, they were like going at it. I don't remember what game it was. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The Grizzlies ended up winning that series.
It was some crazy game with nothing but tough shot after tough shot, a couple overtimes.
Yeah, I remember the Spurs losing that, and I was just so pissed off. I was like, to the Grizzlies?
The Grizzlies were nice.
I mean, I was younger then, but I was like, to the Grizzlies? But I mean,
that was them Rough Rider Grizzlies, man. Marc Gasol, Mike Conley, Zebo. I think they had Tony. I think they had Tony Allen. Like,
yeah,
first team all defense. Crazy. Oh man, we got a little off topic, but it's all good.
Yeah.
We took a little stroll down memory lane. So you guys want to? So my next basketball thing I want to talk to you guys about is the NBA draft is coming up. The Atlanta Hawks have the #1 pick. I want to hear you guys' opinions. With all the drama talking about Atlanta, trade Trae Young, trade DeJounte Murray. Now they got the #1 pick. What do you guys do?
I think there's one thing to do.
I was about to say, Sam, I'm going to start with you.
I think there's one thing, just draft Alex Sarr and that's it. Just go on with your day and just let it ride for the year. Because, you're gonna trade all these guys and you don't even have your picks. I mean, I could be biased and say go for it, trade everybody, and let San Antonio get that number 1 pick next year too. But I mean, let's just give it 1 year with this Alex Sark kid. I mean, he's got good defense. The offense could lack a little bit, but I mean, with Trae Young and DeJounte Murray, I think that can help him elevate his scoring a lot more next year.
And what about you, Rudy? If
I'm
you're the Atlanta GM, what do you do?
with drafting Alex Sarr. I think that's the fine thing to do. I mean, you're gonna have all these guys that are gonna be getting traded. Probably like Clint Capella has pretty good value. You've already immediately replaced him. Trae Young is still young, so if you want to continue building around him and you want to try to be competitive, this is a decent place to start. I don't think they should just completely blow it up and start over. I think you have a good groundwork, but at the end of the day, I also don't think they're going to be competing for a championship even in the next 5 years. So I guess I'll probably just do what Sam said. Just draft him and go on with trying to build the old fashioned way. Murray is going to get traded. I think Capella's going to get traded. A couple other guys probably get traded, but I think keeping Trae Young around is the smart thing to do.
Honestly, I couldn't agree more. I'm glad that the whole room is in agreement. But the only thing I will say is obviously you draft Alex Sarr. I've done my research on the kid. The kid's really good. I think he's going to be a great prospect. I think he's going to be good. I think he might even be great. But I think I have to agree with Rudy on trading Clint Capella, but I don't want to trade DeJounte just yet. I think when you look at the Hawks this past year, I think DeJounte's been there 2 years now, and I don't think they've really had time to like play next to each other because I feel like every time I watch a Hawks game, like one of them's hurt, one of them's having a bad game, one of them's having this, one of them's having that. So you haven't really seen them play. You haven't really seen. I feel like I haven't seen DeJounte and Trae Young play together in a full swing. Like they're both going off, and like you could really see the potential of this Atlanta team. So I think trading Clint is the best option. So that way you can get some picks back, you could get something. You have Alex Sarr start, and then you have Onyeka come off the bench because I think Onyeka's proven himself to be a good backup big. I don't know what they're gonna do with Bogey. Um, he hasn't been that good lately. I think you could probably trade him too, and
He was
just
like
keep
really
everybody.
good, I thought.
Who Bogey?
Yeah, Bogey's been
Yeah, I thought
pretty.
he was pretty.
Hmm. I don't know like
Like if
the
they were
games.
good, he would have been 6 man of the year.
I don't know. I think the games that I've seen, because obviously I haven't seen all the Atlanta games, but I think when you look at them, like it's been pretty hard with them.
Do you
So
think DeAndre Hunter might be the odd man out if it's anybody to get
no,
traded?
no, I think DeAndre has too much value because if you look at their team, he's really like one of the only two-way guys. Like he's upped his scoring a little bit and he can play defense. So I think when you look at this, I think when you look at DeAndre Hunter, I think he's like one of the guys you have to keep. That's why I say you trade Bogey.
What about Jalen Johnson though? That's gonna
No,
hurt.
I think
Can't
you
play.
keep that
Can't
kid too. I think that kid's
not
on the
trade him, but
rise.
you think keeping DeAndre Hunter will hurt Jalen Johnson's process and like his progression maybe, and DeAndre Hunter not really being the healthiest over the years too.
That's true. I mean, I think when you draft Alex Sarr, you give it a season and you see what happens. Because like you said, like DeAndre Hunter was hurt. There were a couple games that Jalen Johnson was hurt for a while. So I think when you look at this team, like you don't fully blow it up. I think like I said, you draft Alex Sarr, you trade Clint Capella, you trade Bogey, and you just let them rock out and see what happens. Because also if you look at it, the East is not that like it. The East is not that stacked. You maybe have like 4 or 5 good teams, like good playoff lock teams. So I think you just like I think that's what you do, and you just let it rock out. Especially
I
because
mean,
like I didn't even think about Jalen. Like Jalen had a great year last year.
Yeah, I mean, you still have. I'm looking at the Fanspo right now, but it's just they have no power forward. They have Jalen Johnson as the only power forward right now.
That's very true. So that's another thing. Like I feel like you keep Hunter because like you could probably slide him to the 4 and have Alex Sarr at the 5, so you can play a lineup of like Trey. Excuse me, Trey DeJounte. Oh my God, I'm trying to think of their roster.
Trey DeJounte, Jalen Johnson, Sadiq. They still have Sadiq Bey.
Oh, you
Bradley
could play
gets to get.
Sadiq Bey at the 3, and you could play DeAndre at the 4, or you could play Sadiq at the 4, and you could just play like with DeAndre Hunter out there. You can, like we were talking about with Team USA, you can play a 4 out, 1 in, because DeAndre Hunter can shoot the 3 a little bit. Sadiq Bey is known for his 3-point shooting. You know, Trey's a shooter. DeJounte's turned into a 3-point kind of guy, and like I don't know. I feel like when it comes to Atlanta, there's so many question marks. You can do a lot of things.
Yeah, like I could get keeping the team, but it's also like Rudy said, you're not competing for anything soon. How long do you just keep dragging this out? How long do you keep the
I
fan
think
base on the leash of maybe?
Yeah, I think most of those guys probably have like 1 year left on their deals.
Okay.
Because I don't think they signed DeAndre Hunter for his
No,
extension.
he got 3 years left.
Oh,
21 mil.
yeah. So at that point, I mean, damn.
They got pretty much everybody. Trey 3 years, DeJounte 4 years, Bogey 3 years, and then
That's why I
still
say,
on that.
yeah. That's why I say when you get Sarr, like you just rock with this team for like 2-3 years, let them grow with each other, and then when contract time comes, you see what happens.
Sadiq Bey's a free agent though.
Oh, oof.
And then
Yeah.
I mean you still have AJ Griffin, which I don't know how much you really put all your marbles in him. He's a good player, but not to be like we're gonna make the playoffs because
No,
of
yeah.
AJ Griffin.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Rudy, you want to add anything?
I was gonna say I wish there was a way for DeJounte Murray to get to Minnesota. I think that would be an upgrade over Mike Conley. But
I think so too, but I don't know how I feel about a DeJounte Murray, Anthony Edwards backcourt.
defensively, there wouldn't be like any issue. I think
No.
I'm trying to find someone who fits the mold of like a secondary playmaker for them because that's one thing that they are missing. Whether it's
Them
a
is
6
money.
man, yeah. The only trade I could come up with was Clint Capella and DeJounte Murray for Cat, and that's not really a good trade unless you throw in picks. It's a terrible trade. But I'm saying like there's not the money is an issue, like Sam said. So like then you have to go get like you can't even go get Jordan Poole because he's expensive. So it's like there's Jordan Clarkson's out there. There's guys on budget deals that you could do, but I think they are lacking in that area. Like Mike Conley, he's not going to get a whole lot better, and he was already playing hurt. I think they need somebody. I mean, is there a world like we didn't talk about it earlier, but is there a world where I know it's a different conversation too, but Cat like getting traded and they upgraded at a different position? Because I don't think you can upgrade at his position because you have Nas Reed, so you don't really need to go get another power forward, but you can try to upgrade at point guard.
Yeah.
I think Cat getting traded soon is just when a matter of like
I don't think it'll happen either. But if there's a conversation out there for maybe even a guy better than DeJounte Murray, like what guy could that possibly be? I've been trying to think because that's the only way you could even, entertain trading Cat. Because I like Cat. I think he's good. But
Can I
Tyler Hero?
No, Tyler's not a 1, man. I've been saying that for years.
But he could come off the bench.
He could, but if I'm Tyler, why would you come off the bench in Minnesota when you starting in Miami?
I mean,
send Tyler and Jaime Hawkins for Cat.
It's not just Tyler. It's Jaime. You got to give us.
I don't care what nobody says. I'm not trading Jaime Hawkins.
No,
who you think this guy is, bro?
I'm trading Caleb Martin, Duncan Robinson. I'm not trading Jaime Hawkins. I don't care.
You need some value.
I'll even give you Nikola Jovic and all my picks. I'm not trading Jaime Hawkins.
So if you're the Heat GM, someone's calling you to make a trade. You're making sure you tell them that Jaime's untouchable.
Yes.
Okay, yeah,
Who
that's
who are you offering?
And
Hey, I'm
a
gonna give
first
up
round
Jaime.
pick would almost be better than having him sometimes. First round picks are valuable.
Then
Rudy, I
Jaime
don't know.
Jaquez
You're getting a
Jr.
little disrespectful, Rudy.
No, I didn't mean. I meant like a top 10.
Yo,
What about a lottery
you're
pick?
being crazy right now.
If the Spurs offered 8 for Jaime Jaquez, would you do it?
Number 8.
Number 8.
I'm thinking about it.
I'm trying to think who's projected to go 8.
That could be Matas. That could be Rob Dillingham, maybe if he falls.
I like.
Dalton Connect.
I would
Why
rather
would-
have. I would trade for that and draft Bronny.
Nah.
Why would you trade that when we can get Bronny at 18?
You can get Bronny freaking the
I'm
last
joking,
pick of
I'm
the
joking.
draft.
Exactly. Like, but
That's
I'm not gonna
disrespectful,
lie to you. I think Rob's gonna be great, and I see him going at 8 to you guys. It's just that Rob doesn't fit our mold. I think we need an actual one, like who can make good passes, defend, and shoot the 3 ball.
That sounds like Rob to me.
I don't think
The
Rob's that
shooting
good of a.
part.
I don't think Rob's that good of a defender,
I think just
especially
because
because of his lack in size.
Yeah.
He's of the Well, actually, he's smaller than Tyrese Maxey.
That's
He's
what
that
I'm
style of
saying.
player, but he's not as big.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
6'2".
Or you could see I could see Rob turning into like a Cam Thomas kind of guy, like come off the bench and just be a bucket.
And that's a top 10 pick.
I mean,
I mean, look at this draft sucks. Like
The draft doesn't suck. It's just
there's just not a lot of guards.
you have
This
to
is
be
like the
smart with your
ultimate-
picks.
the ultimate role player draft.
Yeah,
I saw a
ultimate role player draft. That's why I want Bronny at 18 because he can come off the bench, be a backup one, play defense, and shoot the 3 ball, and I'm okay with that.
And y'all signed LeBron because of that?
Yeah, I was gonna say
I
sign LeBron.
don't care about getting LeBron. I literally said this on Twitter. I was like, bro, I don't want LeBron to come back because it takes away from Jimmy Butler. I just want Bronny. I think.
Wait, let me ask you something real quick. Would you rather? I know you're a big Heat fan, obviously the biggest Heat fan I know. Would you rather have Jimmy Butler next year on your team or LeBron James on your team?
LeBron James.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm not stupid.
Okay. No, I didn't say that, but the way you said it.
But I'm just saying, like when you look at, I can't believe we're talking about the Miami Heat. I mean, it is my show, but still. But like when you look at the way the Miami Heat are, I tweeted this out, and some people thought I was smart, some people thought I was crazy. I think if we can get Bronny at 18, we take him. Yes, he lacks in size, but he's a tenacious defender. He can run the break, he can pass the ball, and he can shoot the 3 ball if he's open. That's all I want. That's all Miami Heat basketball is about. Run on the fast break, shoot the 3 ball, and play fucking defense. Like, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah,
and
I just think LeBron, okay. Kind of crazy.
LeBron could be the best 4 next to fucking Bam Adebayo. I'm okay with that. Like,
I don't know if, like Sam said, he might not go that early. I was joking earlier. I just think that you never know. Bronny could turn into something, but just a name.
That's why I get him at 18. Like, you've seen our late round draft picks turn into great guys.
That's why I just get him in the second round. Just get him in the second round.
We don't have a second round pick.
That's where you trade Jaime Jaquez for a second round pick.
I'm not trading Jaime Jaquez.
Hey, Sam is cooking right now, man.
No, I'm not trading Jaime Jaquez. The only way I would even think about trading Jaime Jaquez Jr. is if we go for Dame or we go for Donovan Mitchell.
What about Darius Garland?
No, my God, no. Hell no.
That's an even trade, bro. What are you talking about?
That is not even what?
You would not swap Darius. The money don't work, obviously, but Darius Garland for Jaime?
No, I'm not trading Darius Garland for Jaime Jaquez. I'm not trading for Darius Garland with Jaime Jaquez Jr.
Would you do a Tyler Hero, Darius Garland swap 1-for-1?
No.
I would.
You're crazy.
I would. I don't know what.
Okay, you know what I want? You know what I want? I'll give you Tyler Hero if you give me Darius Garland and Max Strus. And a second round pick.
There you go. Your second round pick to get Bronny.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's crazy. Yeah,
That makes sense.
Jaime's
Darius
good.
Garland's
He's
gonna be a
not that
Laker
good,
anyway,
bro.
so
Jaime is the next coming of Jimmy Butler.
He's almost
Look,
30, bro.
exactly. When Jaime Jaquez has started the game for the Miami Heat, he averages like 20 plus.
he's gonna be a second-year, 30-year-old.
Yeah, that's Jayshawn Tate. He's literally if Jayshawn Tate was playing for the Heat, you'd be saying the same thing.
Chill. What?
Because he's underratedly nice. Like he's
No, Jayshawn is good. Jayshawn is good, but
Yeah.
don't no. Jaime Jaquez is phenomenal. That's my
he's
dog.
good. Yeah, I think you're overrating him a little bit, but
I'm not.
Would you
oh
be
no,
okay
you're
if-
okay. You're overvaluing him. He's not,
not.
like
I'm not. Look at the games that Jimmy Butler has not played and Jaime Jaquez has started.
But you
Look
said
what
he was
he's done.
untouchable.
Yes, bro. We've no young guys. Like Caleb is.
I can understand for
old,
that
bro.
reason because they have no young guys at all. It's just like
Yeah,
I would
like-
rather trade everybody else except Jaime Jaquez because he's the culture. I can understand that, but
Who's the guy on y'all's team? Is it Keldon or Vassell that's gonna get traded?
Keldon.
So you wouldn't trade him for Keldon?
Keldon's not a bad idea.
You
They're
went from
around the same-
untouchable to not a bad
Dude,
idea.
I'd drive Keldon over to Miami myself if you want to do that.
I mean, like Keldon. I think Keldon is good, and they're around the same age. It's just
He's been in the league for like 4 years. Right?
yeah, and Jaime played all 4 years in college. That's why I
Yeah,
said
he
they're
did.
around- yeah, they're around the same age. It's just like I just love Jaime Jaquez, bro. Like he's
Well, Keldon and Tyler Hero played at Kentucky together.
no,
Yeah,
it was Tyler and
Lamb?
PJ. It was Tyler and PJ. Wait, was Keldon there that year?
I think Keldon was that year.
I thought Keldon played 1 year in Kentucky.
He might have been. Let me see.
And it what? I don't think it was the year with Tyler and PJ.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not gonna know. So don't ask me.
I don't know off the top of my head.
He was 2019. Let me see Tyler Hero.
Because Tyler Hero, I think was 2020.
That was his rookie year.
No, yeah, they were both 2019. Both
Oh, they both played at Kentucky together?
they got that Kentucky
That's crazy.
connection right there.
No, I don't care. Don't care. You know what Kentucky connection I wanted before he went to Dallas was fucking PJ Washington. I wanted PJ in a Miami Heat uniform so badly.
You got
Because he
Terry
can-
Rozier.
That's very true. I mean, I love Terry. I think Terry's going far.
For years, all I heard was Jaco Pertl to the Hornets for PJ Washington, and then
That's
everybody in the everybody in the Spurs Twitter arguing with me saying that Keldon and PJ Washington are the same player, and I'm like,
No, they're not.
are you serious? I mean, obviously most of them don't know what they're talking about. I'm like,
Yeah.
What?
You know what I was thinking about earlier? Grant Williams. Is he gonna get a ring?
Nope. Oh, he could. Nah, I think it was too late.
I thought if he just had to be on the roster.
But he's not. He got traded at the trade deadline.
No, I think the trade deadline's like the mark where you can get it.
Oh wow. So maybe he will get a ring. That's gonna aggravate me.
Yeah.
That's because I really hate Grant Williams. I really hate Grant Williams.
But imagine being him, like he was on Boston, then he was on Dallas, and then he's on neither team, and they're in the finals.
Yeah, all they had to do was get rid of him, and look what happened.
You know
Or he
another
could be
thing I
Kyle
saw?
Kuzma.
Or you could be
There's-
Kyle Kuzma and be a. Or you could be Kyle Kuzma.
There's this video has been going on TikTok about Marcus Smart. Like everyone like emotionally attached to him. It's like they had to get better by trading him.
Exactly. Look what they
All these
did.
people- Yeah, he was like one of the reasons why they would lose some in key moments because of his decision making.
Yes.
Or-
Did we not see last year that game 6 against the Miami Heat? If it wasn't for Derek White, bro, he chucked the
Nah.
hell out of that shot. And that was ugly. That was so
But-
bad.
He took a lot of like late game shots that he should not have been taking, which
When-
maybe is not
Actually,
his fault, but
I don't know. It's crazy to me. Oh man. All right. So we've talked a lot of hoops. Talked a lot of hoops. You guys want to talk a little NFL, or we've been on here for a while, so it's up to you guys.
What do you have? I can go like another 10 minutes maybe.
Okay. I mean that works.
Cool,
I mean,
whatever you guys got.
okay. NFL. I have schedule predictions, or we can do rookie predictions.
Rookies schedules go over everybody.
Okay. Rookie's fine with me. So obviously the big name, Caleb Williams. With everything that Chicago has going on, what do you guys see? What do you guys think? What do you guys think Caleb Williams is going to do?
I think
Who's on? You can go ahead.
for me, the ceiling of this team with Caleb Williams could be possibly second in the division. It's a tough division, but I could see them maybe beating the Packers. I'm not sure about the Lions, but possibly beating the Packers to be the second seed in that division, especially with the weapons around them with Dunze, DJ Moore, and then of course Keenan Allen. A little bit older, but still, you got to respect Keenan Allen.
Okay. Rudy.
I don't think he's gonna have like a crazy year. I think he'll hit some ups and downs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just looking at the schedule right now. Their first game of the season is against the Texans.
That's an L.
Yeah, I think I predicted that one as an L. Then they face the Rams right after that, which is a good
That's
team. I think defensively they took a step back. Obviously,
yes.
more bigger. It's bigger than just Aaron Donald. I think they just have a lot of holes on that team.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they'll win that game. I think it's important for them to get some wins early on, but they do play the Jaguars, another formidable opponent. They play the Cardinals, who are
That's a
going to be looking
W.
good. And in my opinion, I know you asked about Caleb, but I'm gonna be watching for Marvin every chance
Yeah,
I get.
Marvin Harrison.
That's
Yeah.
my first favorite player was his dad. And that sounds crazy because that was like in 2005 or 6. I was like 11, so that's how I just started watching football. And Marvin Harrison was already kind of coming towards the end of his career, but I was watching the Colts, and so it's just cool that I got to see his dad play and I get to see him play. But I think he'll be fine. I don't think they're gonna win the division. I think it's Packers and Lions for sure. That's on lock.
Mm. No, I mean, I definitely agree with what you're saying, Rudy. Like, I think the Bears are gonna have a they're gonna have a decent year, but like a lot of those like 50-50 wins you can get, you need a quarterback to be able to gut out a win, and I just don't know if he's got that. Like college, he looked great. They had an okay team and he played well, but like we're talking about the NFL here. Like you can't sleep on any team in this league. So like, yeah, he's got the weapons. Yeah, they have a good team around him, but I mean, I don't know. You know me, Rudy. When it comes to football, I gotta see it to believe it, and it's
Mhm.
just, I don't know, man. He's got the weapons. It doesn't seem like he has any excuses. Like it seems like they're putting it all on him. So I mean, we'll see what happens.
I mean, mind you, they won 7 games last year, and that was I think
Exactly.
Fields missed 1 or 2 of those games. I know he
Mhm.
missed one. I think they won 2 games without him,
Yeah,
but
because they went with that. And I forgot like the backup's name,
I
but they
forgot
were
his
just.
name too.
I
He didn't
think
even
Oh
play that
yeah,
well,
he
but
had that nice sleeve on his arm. He had that nice tattoos.
yeah. But I think they'll be in that same ballpark, like 7 to 8 wins. I don't see them going over 500.
yeah. I don't see it either. Like I could see him. I could maybe see him winning offensive rookie. No, not even. That's Marvin Harrison's on lock. But like I could see him having a good year. It's just a lot of these 50-50 wins, like I don't know if they're gonna get.
No Malik Neighbors love.
I was about to get into that. I think Malik Neighbors is probably gonna be, I think maybe like game 4, he's gonna be the number one in New York. Because I think I don't think Jalen Jones is that guy.
No,
And I think when you look at the type of wide receiver that Malik Neighbors is, like he's gonna be really good. I think Malik Neighbors is going to be really well. Romeo Dunze is going to be great, depending on what happens with Caleb. I think this whole wide receiver class is going to be really nice. It's just,
I mean, I love Neighbors coming out of the draft, and like for me, it's like I wanted him to go anywhere else but New York.
but
And of course, he fell because I think he could be just as good and maybe better than Marvin Harrison, which is maybe a bit of a take, but I think it's just bigger body. But I think him being in New York with Daniel Jones is gonna set him back.
Yeah, it might lower him a little bit, but I mean,
but Drew Lock might elevate him a little bit.
Yes, I think that's one of my hot takes for the NFL season. I think probably by week 6 or 7, Drew Lock is going to be the starter. I think Drew Lock is going to be the starter because I don't believe in Daniel Jones. And Drew, if you're watching, I'm sorry, bro. Like, it's just not going to happen. Like, I can't. I don't know.
They had a bad year in totality last year.
In totality,
as a team. I mean,
the
previous year they were good because of Daniel Jones and Barkley.
Yeah, who was the second person you said? Barkley. And he's an Eagle now.
And but he was also making some plays, and his receivers would just drop the ball. He didn't have anybody to rely on, so it was tough.
I mean that also goes into like what I said before about Malik Neighbors being the number 1 by week 3, week 4, but I don't know. I think it definitely could happen, especially they're talking about Darren Waller's talking about retiring.
I don't know what's going on with Darren.
After dropping that song.
I don't know what happened to him either. I liked him when he was on the Raiders, and then now I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know.
Probably worst athlete song of all time. That one.
Christ, that was terrible.
Did y'all hear that Drake song that dropped today?
Nope.
Nah.
I'm Team Kendrick.
It's a remix of "Hey There, Delilah" or some shit. It was horrible.
Oh yeah, I'm glad you didn't hear it at all.
Don't listen to it.
I can't. That's crazy. All right, man. Well, I appreciate you guys for coming on. Is there anything you want to say before we end the show?
Subscribe, like this video. I don't know. What's today? Monday. I don't know if this is a set day you're gonna keep doing. Doesn't have to be. I'm just
I was about to say probably not. Probably go week by week.
Yeah. Well, just for the viewers, again, we said this is gonna be on our channel. I'll be here when I can. I probably won't be on every episode with you.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want me, just hit my line and I'll try to get you on there. And we'll try to bring Sam back too. It was nice to have you on, man.
Yeah, man. Sam, it was really nice having you, dog.
For sure. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, I gotta clear something up real quick. You're a Cowboy fan too?
I'm definitely a Cowboys fan.
Hey, I'm not anymore.
Not you jumping ship.
I've said this before. I'm not jumping ship. I have my foot in both doors.
I
can't even help it. I didn't even grow up with the team. Like I grew up watching the Colts, Peyton Manning, and then I was watching the Cardinals, and then I had a few other teams.
Okay.
But like whenever I would stay over at my cousin's house, my uncle was a big Cowboys fan, so we would wake up Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon. That's what we'd be doing, watching the Cowboys. So I just always enjoyed watching them. It's the same. I get the same feeling when the Knicks and Lakers are on. It's just that big team. When they're on, there's some aura about them. I enjoy watching that team. But I can't even deny it. Like I do support the Cowboys, so it looks crazy sometimes.
Nah, I feel you. I get it.
I used to be huge. Commanders fan when I was little, just because of RG3. I mean, that was my first jersey.
That was a short period of time.
Yeah, that was pretty much it.
I loved him too. He was awesome, man.
Yeah, I had high expectations for him coming out of college.
I was thinking he was going to do something when he was with Baltimore a few years ago. I just wanted to see him play.
I had that false hope. I was like, maybe.
Man, it's all good.
But always Dallas.
Sam, is there anything you want to say before you go?
No, man. Glad to be back. Hopefully to be back soon.
Yeah, man.
It was a great time.
Man, if you don't shout out your channel, shout out what is it? So the people can
Sam that has podcasts on Instagram, on YouTube, everything.
Go follow that man.
Yeah, make sure you go follow that man. Make sure you guys follow the Diving Deep Show podcast. Make sure you guys like the video, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel. And like I like to end off every show, man, make sure you guys go out there and tell your friends.